rewards with every tap. Giving and receiving support is as easy as VM Money Transfer. Trading FX at VM connects you and your business to the global village. And when it's time to invest for specific goals or your post-work years, relax and let your money and VM do the work. With VM in your corner, you have the power to change your ambitions into goals achieved. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's redefine the impossible.
Investment vehicles are not created equal. Some are built for speed, others for safety. But high performance, that takes intelligence, precision, strategy, purpose. With VMW, VM Wealth Management, your money moves forward, not aimlessly, not recklessly, but with intention. Whether you're just starting out, accelerating toward a goal, or steering into legacy. Professionally managed, driven by performance. Put your money in motion. VM Wealth Management. Transform your everyday.
We live for the extra mile at VM Property Services. If you're selling, you'll appreciate our accurate valuations. Buying or renting, you'll love that our website has uniquely powerful search capabilities. Commercial real estate owners, our property management style lets you be hands-off, knowing your assets are efficiently maintained. At VM Property Services, we'd say our realtors are knowledgeable, helpful, and highly experienced. They'd say we're here for you. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go. VM's Visa credit cards reward you for the spending you do every day. So you're earning points while paying bills or doing your shopping, earning points for the TV you found on sale, and even earning points for the streaming subscriptions you'll watch on that TV. While you do you, VM Visa Gold and VM Visa Platinum do the earning. And with our Platinum card, you'll travel in style with premium perks. Plus, the fees are low because, well, we're VM. Choose a more rewarding way to spend. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go.
Starting your journey to financial independence is easier than ever with the VM onboarding platform. No lines, no paperwork. Simply access the platform from anywhere. Choose the account that fits your goals. Securely verify your identity in seconds. Upload your documents in digital format, then submit your application. Transform your future today. Visit our website to get started.
Have a service or transaction request? Meet VM Assist. VM Assist is your dedicated digital companion, available whenever you need help. Get fast support for your everyday requests and track your requests in real time. Fast, secure, and designed to keep your financial life moving without interruption. Experience support that works for you. Make your next request with VM Assist.
VM Money Transfer is more than remittances. It's Money Express stores where you're the VIP. An extensive network that spans the globe. So wherever you are, you'll find a sender. And when you're at home, you can always pick up your funds right down the road. It's lower fees and great rates that put more cash in your hands and direct-to-bank options so you can skip the line and just wait for your phone to ping. It's fast, safe, and easy. So you get the money you need for whatever you need when you need it. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go. Your money should be multitasking for you. With VM Wealth's unit trust portfolios, your money works harder, responding to the markets and producing gains that have consistently beaten projections for over a decade. With our portfolios, your money works smarter, adjusting and pivoting based on research and data analysis from an award-winning team, all while you do whatever you want. Instead of just investing, invest with VM Wealth. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go. Creating the tomorrows you want means transforming your todays. Creating wealth through real estate and a host of other ways starts here. We've been doing it for people just like you for well over a century. It's why VM was started, and it's why you're such a big part of what we do. While you're saving for your next adventure, we're building you a better app. While your unit trust grows into a down payment, we'll help you find the house. Plus, our credit cards are earning you rewards with every tap. Giving and receiving support is as easy as VM Money Transfer. Trading FX at VM connects you and your business to the global village. And when it's time to invest for specific goals or your post-work years, relax and let your money and VM do the work. With VM in your corner, you have the power to change your ambitions into goals achieved. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's redefine the impossible.
Investment vehicles are not created equal. Some are built for speed, others for safety. But high performance, that takes intelligence, precision, strategy, purpose. With VM Wealth Management, your money moves forward, not aimlessly, not recklessly, but with intention. Whether you're just starting out, accelerating toward a goal, or steering into legacy. Professionally managed, driven by performance. Put your money in motion. VM Wealth Management. Transform your everyday.
We live for the extra mile at VM Property Services. If you're selling, you'll appreciate our accurate valuations. Buying or renting, you'll love that our website has uniquely powerful search capabilities. Commercial real estate owners, our property management style lets you be hands-off, knowing your assets are efficiently maintained. At VM Property Services, we'd say our realtors are knowledgeable, helpful, and highly experienced. They'd say we're here for you. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go. VM's Visa credit cards reward you for the spending you do every day. So you're earning points while paying bills or doing your shopping, earning points for the TV you found on sale, and even earning points for the streaming subscriptions you'll watch on that TV. While you do you, VM Visa Gold and VM Visa Platinum do the earning. And with our Platinum card, you'll travel in style with premium perks. Plus, the fees are low because, well, we're VM. Choose a more rewarding way to spend. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go.
Starting your journey to financial independence is easier than ever with the VM onboarding platform. No lines, no paperwork. Simply access the platform from anywhere. Choose the account that fits your goals. Securely verify your identity in seconds. Upload your documents in digital format, then submit your application. Transform your future today. Visit our website to get started.
Have a service or transaction request? Meet VM Assist. VM Assist is your dedicated digital companion, available whenever you need help. Get fast support for your everyday requests and track your requests in real time. Fast, secure, and designed to keep your financial life moving without interruption. Experience support that works for you. Make your next request with VM Assist.
VM Money Transfer is more than remittances. It's Money Express stores where you're the VIP. An extensive network that spans the globe. So wherever you are, you'll find a sender. And when you're at home, you can always pick up your funds right down the road. It's lower fees and great rates that put more cash in your hands and direct-to-bank options so you can skip the line and just wait for your phone to ping. It's fast, safe, and easy. So you get the money you need for whatever you need when you need it. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go. Your money should be multitasking for you. With VM Wealth's unit trust portfolios, your money works harder, responding to the markets and producing gains that have consistently beaten projections for over a decade. With our portfolios, your money works smarter, adjusting and pivoting based on research and data analysis from an award-winning team, all while you do whatever you want. Instead of just investing, invest with VM Wealth. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's go. Creating the tomorrows you want means transforming your todays. Creating wealth through real estate and a host of other ways starts here. We've been doing it for people just like you for well over a century. It's why VM was started, and it's why you're such a big part of what we do. While you're eye-saving for your next adventure, we're building you a better app. While your unit trust grows into a down payment, we'll help you find the house. Plus, our credit cards are earning you rewards with every tap. Giving and receiving support is as easy as VM Money Transfer. Trading FX at VM connects you and your business to the global village. And when it's time to invest for specific goals or your post-work years, relax and let your money and VM do the work. With VM in your
You what?
corner, you have the power to change your ambitions into goals achieved. Transformation starts here. Visit transform.myvmgroup.com. Let's read it.
You want me to move? It's not your area of expertise. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. Okay, so I'll sit. Okay, good. Video first. Okay, yeah, I think I have 2 videos. One before the start and one after mine. Yes, I saw that.
Every year since inception, the VM Foundation has supported the overall group mission of transforming lives through dedicated investments in youth development, community development, and parenting support projects. 2025 was no different, as it saw the strengthening and deepened impact of several initiatives which continue to achieve long-term positive results.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Andre.
And I'm Antoinette.
And we are your VM Foundation team.
"2025 really tested resilience. But on the other side, it inspired innovation, and I think it reminded us of the power of community. At the foundation, we really had to dig deeper to ensure that our focus areas of community development, parenting, and youth development were aligned with the strategic mandate that was affirmed by our board of directors. And so what we ended up doing was ensuring that our programs really embodied or continued to embody who we are, allowing us to create opportunities for our individuals, families, and communities wherever they are.
So in 2025, we thought to reimagine our small grants program to allow us to not do one-off contributions to organizations, but to be able to work with community-based organizations in a more sustained way. In 2025, we got over 100 applications, and from that, we selected 12 grantees. And some successes included Next Step, that did an amazing program in primary schools around entrepreneurship. There was also Genesis Academy, that provided livelihood opportunities for adults with special needs. And there is Cause for Change Foundation, that implemented an environmental awareness quiz in the north coast of the island.
So the VM Enrich program is our own social enterprise program in high school. It engages students on the concept of social enterprise in Jamaica. So it empowers students to develop their own business ventures, which fosters innovation and social impact and entrepreneurship. And last year we were able to impact 11 schools where 300 students participated in the program. So our VM Scholars program has been going on for many, many years. Each year we offer scholarships to tertiary and secondary level students, and last year we gave 77 scholarships in the value of over $8 million.
As these and other initiatives continued to create meaningful change, Hurricane Melissa somewhat altered the course of the year, presenting the VM Foundation team with an even greater mission to bring hope, relief, and lasting support to those who needed it most.
It was important for the foundation to show up quickly after Hurricane Melissa. We were able to impact over 3,000 people in 24 communities in the most affected parishes of St. Elizabeth, Hanover, St. James, Trelawney. The 1,200 packages that were pulled together by over 60 of our team members was able to include food items and hygiene items that were a real help in the immediate aftermath of Hurricane Melissa.
In the weeks and months after Melissa, we recognized that we would not be able to continue distributing relief care packages indefinitely. It really just was not sustainable. And the reality is our very own Jamaican people needed and wanted to start rebuilding. And we supported that in terms of moving them from dependence to self-reliance. So what did we do? We determined that we needed to start one community at a time. So at the end of 2025, we conceptualized the Adopt a Community initiative. We will see West Green in St. James benefiting from a very comprehensive year-long recovery and development program. And this we're doing in partnership with PriceSmart Foundation. However, under this initiative, VM Foundation will lead a very coordinated long-term response to restore stability, dignity, resilience through targeted interventions of livelihood recovery, psychosocial support, and education. So some of our ongoing initiatives and programs include our VM Uplift Sports Development Program, our VM Ignite Personal Development Program, our work that we do with the Jamaica Library Service as part of their national reading competition support, and of course the Women's Center of Jamaica, where we help adolescent mothers, really supporting them through their journey as well. Individuals can support the work of the foundation by volunteering or donating through any one of our channels, either here in Jamaica or overseas. We encourage you to visit our VM Foundation website for more details.
Well, I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Michael McMorris, Chairman of the VM Group. And on behalf of the Board of Directors, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the third annual general meeting of the VM Group Limited. Let us begin this afternoon's proceedings by moving a motion for the notice of the meeting to be taken as read. Could I have someone to move? Mr. Howard? Michael Howard moves. Could I have you as a second? Latanya Gordon, thank you. So the notice convening the meeting is taken as read. And now I invite our Chief of Staff, Natasha Reed, to lead us in prayer.
We gather today in the spirit of a legacy that began on November 14, 1878, when a group of clergymen with great foresight founded the Victoria Mutual Billing Society. Their pioneering vision laid the foundation on which the VM Group stands today, and for that we are truly proud. Let us pray. Most righteous and eternal Father, we approach you today with truly grateful hearts. Grateful that you saw it fit to wake us up this morning. Grateful for your many blessings bestowed on us. Grateful for our loved ones, family and friends alike. Grateful for your grace towards us. Grateful for the VM Group, which has for 148 years helped to transform the everyday lives of its members. Lord, we ask you to bless all the stakeholders of the VM Group in a very special way, from our chairman and board of directors to our president and CEO, our leaders, our team members, those who partner with us, and our members here in Jamaica and the diaspora. Lord, we ask that you pour out your mercies and favor on everything that they put their hands to. As we gather for this annual general meeting, we ask for your divine guidance. Grant our leaders wisdom and clarity of thought as they discuss the affairs of this great organization. May everything done here today be pleasing in your sight and serve to strengthen the VM Group for generations to come. As we continue in our purpose, fill us with your spirit of excellence. May the legacy of our founders continue to shine through our work as we transform lives. We commit this meeting, our collective vision, and the entire future of the VM Group into your capable hands. In your mighty name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Natasha. Members, we have lots to report on today, and we are truly grateful to have you with us. I am pleased to be joined this afternoon by my fellow directors, both here and online. With us here at the Pegasus are Mr. Colin Wharf, Colin, Dr. Maurice McNaughton, Mr. Damian Dodd, who I didn't see, but I'm told is here, Miss Maya Waldron, Maya, and Miss Lila Rowe Graham. Welcome. Dennis Cohen, to my left, okay. Welcome, Dennis. So this is an amalgam of directors from the VM Group and also the subsidiaries of the VM Group. So thank you all for being here. On stage with me this afternoon are Courtney Campbell, Group President and CEO, Mr. Frederick Williams, Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Kerry Gray Brown, Chief Legal Risk and Compliance Officer, and Mr. Paul Elliott, CEO of the VM Building Society. Welcome all. And to the team who are also here, welcome to you as well. For members of the media, and of course our members, welcome to you as well. Before we proceed with the business of the meeting, I must pause to acknowledge a sad reality, that since we last convened in this way, we have lost two stalwarts of the VM Group family, Director Philip Silvera, who passed away last year, and Director Matthew Wright, who passed away in May. Philip served VM with distinction for over 40 years, first as an executive and later as a director across different VM Group boards. He was a former executive vice president of the VM Building Society, where he held several senior roles over his 32-year tenure, including divisional president, financial controller, and chief accountant. His strategic leadership and financial stewardship helped lay the foundation for much of the strength and stability that VM is known for today. He was highly respected on the boards of VM Group, VM Financial Group, VM Investments, and VM Wealth Management. He retired from the VM Group board on May 30th, 2025. Philip will be remembered not only for his remarkable professional achievements, but for his keen attention to detail and commitment to excellence. Matthew was a treasured member of the VM family and a deeply respected voice around our board table. Over the years, he served with dedication across several VM entities, including as chairman of VM Finance UK, bringing to the group exceptional financial expertise, sound judgment, strategic insight, and a sharp global perspective. Beyond his professional accomplishments, those of us who had the privilege of working alongside him will remember Matthew for his quiet strength, his intellect, his wit, and the calm, thoughtful manner in which he approached every discussion and decision. I invite those of us here to stand and those online to pause as we observe a moment of silence in honor of Philip Silvera and Matthew Wright. May they rest in peace. Thank you very much. The first item on the agenda is the presentation of the auditor's report and statement of accounts for the year ended 31st December 2025, as well as the director's report. Damian Reid of KPMG, auditors for the VM Group, will now come forward to present the auditor's report and statement of accounts. Damian.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon. I'll now present the auditor's report. In your annual return, you can follow me on page 98. Now, our report comprises two parts: report on the financial statements and matters required by the Jamaica Companies Act. I'll now take you through our report on the audited financial statements. To the members of VM Group Limited, we have audited the financial statements of VM Group Limited, the company, comprising the separate financial statements of the company and the consolidated financial statements of the company and its subsidiaries, the group, set out on pages 100 to 155, which comprises the group's and the company's statement of financial position as at December 31st, 2025, and the group's and the company's income statement, statement of comprehensive income, changes in equity, cash flows for the year then ended, and notes comprising material accounting policies and other explanatory information. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statements give a true and fair view of the financial position of the group and the company as at December 31st, 2025, and of the group's and the company's financial performance and cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with IFRS accounting standards as issued by the International Accounting Standards Board, IFRS accounting standards, and in the manner required by the Jamaican Companies Act. We conducted our audit in accordance with international standards on auditing, ISAs. Our responsibility under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibility for the audit of the financial statements section of our report. We are independent of the company in accordance with International Ethics Standards Board for Accountants International Code of Ethics for Professional Accountants, including International Independent Standards, ISBA Code. And we have fulfilled our other ethical responsibilities in accordance with ISBA Code. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Management is responsible for other information. Other information comprises the information included in the annual report, but does not include the financial statements or auditor's report thereon. The annual report is expected to be made available to us after the date of this auditor's report. Our opinion on the financial statements does not cover the other information and will not express any form of assurance conclusion thereon. In connection with our audit of the financial statements, our responsibility is to read the other information identified above when it becomes available, and in doing so, consider whether the other information is materially inconsistent with the financial statement or knowledge obtained in the audit, or otherwise appears to be materially misstated. When reading the annual report, if we conclude that there is a material misstatement therein, we are required to communicate the matter to those charged with governance. Management is responsible for the preparation of the financial statements that give a true and fair view in accordance with IFRS accounting standards and the Jamaican Companies Act, and for such internal control as management determines is necessary to enable the preparation of the financial statements that give a true and fair statement that are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error. In preparing the financial statements, management is responsible for assessing the company's ability to continue as a going concern, disclosing as appropriate matters relating to going concern, and using the going concern basis of accounting unless management either intends to liquidate the company or to cease operation or has no realistic alternative but to do so. Those charged with governance are responsible for overseeing the group's financial reporting process. The auditor's responsibility for the financial statements. Our objectives are to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements as a whole are free from material misstatements, whether due to fraud or error, and to issue an auditor's report that includes our opinion. Reasonable assurance is a high level of assurance, but is not a guarantee that an audit conducted in accordance with ISAs will always detect a material misstatement when it exists. Misstatements can arise from fraud or error and are considered material if individually or in aggregate, they could reasonably be expected to influence the economic decision of the users taken on the basis of these financial statements. As part of our audit in accordance with ISAs, we exercise professional judgment and maintain professional skepticism throughout the audit. We also identify and assess the risk of material misstatement of the financial statements, whether due to fraud or error, design and perform audit procedures responsive to those risks, and obtain audit evidence that is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. The risk of not detecting a misstatement resulting from fraud is higher than one resulting from error, as fraud may include collusion, forgery, intentional omission, misrepresentation, or override of internal control. We also obtain an understanding of internal control relevant to the audit in order to design audit procedures that are appropriate in the circumstances, but not for the purpose of expressing an opinion on the effectiveness of the group's internal control. We also evaluate the appropriateness of the accounting policies used and the reasonableness of the accounting estimates and related disclosure made by management. We also conclude on the appropriateness of the management's use of the going concern basis of accounting, and based on the audit evidence obtained, whether the material uncertainty exists related to evidence or conditions that may cast significant doubt on the company's ability to continue as a going concern. If we conclude that a material uncertainty exists, we are required to draw attention in our auditor's report to the related disclosure in the financial statements, or if such disclosure are inadequate, to modify our opinion. Our conclusions are based on the audit evidence obtained up to the date of our auditor's report. However, future events or conditions may cause the company to cease to continue as a going concern. We also evaluate the overall presentation, structure, content of the financial statements, including disclosure and whether the financial statements represent the underlying transaction and events in the manner that gives a true and fair view. We also obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence regarding the financial statements of the entities or business activities within the group to express an opinion on the consolidated financial statements. We are responsible for the direction, supervision, and performance of the group audit. We remain solely responsible for our opinion. We communicate to those charged with governance regarding, among other matters, the planned scope and timing of our audit and significant audit findings, including any significant deficiencies in internal control that we identify during our audit. I'll now turn to our report on additional matters as required by the Jamaican Companies Act. We have obtained all the information and explanations which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purposes of our audit. In our opinion, proper accounting records have been maintained so far as appears from our examination of those records, and the financial statements which are in agreement therewith give the information required by the Jamaican Companies Act in the manner required. KPMG Chartered Accountants, Kingston, Jamaica, April 1, 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Damien. All that to say, we're good. Okay. That's what we want. We want the thumbs up, right? It's all in here. Okay. Excellent. I will now present the chairman's message. For Jamaica, 2025 was a year that reflected both progress and adversity. Economic fundamentals continued to strengthen, international reserves reached record levels, and confidence in the country's fiscal management was reaffirmed through an upgrade to the country's sovereign credit rating. These encouraging developments, however, were overshadowed by the devastating impact of Hurricane Melissa, which significantly altered Jamaica's near-term outlook and reinforced the importance of resilient institutions capable of supporting recovery and growth. At the same time, the financial services sector continued to evolve rapidly. Regulatory reforms advanced across multiple areas, including payments, prudential oversight, cybersecurity, governance, and preparations for the implementation of the Twin Peaks regulatory framework. Competitive dynamics also intensified as institutions accelerated digital transformation, pursued strategic acquisitions, and sought new opportunities for growth. Against this backdrop, effective governance remained essential. Institutions were required to not only respond to immediate challenges, but also to maintain the discipline, oversight, and long-term perspective necessary to safeguard stakeholder interests and ensure sustainable growth. Throughout 2025, the board remained focused on fulfilling that responsibility. Despite a challenging operating environment, VM Group continued to demonstrate resilience and financial strength. Total assets expanded to $255.62 billion, while the loan portfolio grew to $135.44 billion. And clients entrusted the group with an additional $18.49 billion in deposits during the year, increasing total saving balances to $171.45. Please clap our clients. Growth in net interest income grew by 23.71%, and a reduction in operating expenses were the main drivers which helped to push pre-tax profits over the prior year by 63.2%. These outcomes reflect the enduring confidence that our members and clients continue to place in the VM brand and our mutual model. The impact of Hurricane Melissa created short-term pressures across several areas of the business, including fee and commission income, interest earnings, and credit quality, as many members and clients focused on rebuilding their lives and livelihoods. Notwithstanding these challenges, the group benefited from the strength of its diversified portfolio, prudent risk management practices, and the continued evolution of its holding company structure. From the board's perspective, these results underscore the value of disciplined governance, sound capital management, and a long-term approach to decision-making. They also reinforce the importance of maintaining a business model capable of adapting to changing circumstances, while remaining focused on the needs of our stakeholders. A key responsibility of the board is ensuring that VM remains well-positioned to create sustainable value over the long term. Throughout 2025, the board maintained active oversight of the group's strategic agenda, with particular focus on strengthening operational resilience, enhancing efficiency, supporting digital transformation, and positioning the organization for future growth. Significant attention was also given to the leadership development, succession, planning, and the cultivation of the capabilities required to compete in an increasingly complex and technology-driven financial services environment. We recognize that the long-term success depends on our ability to embed high-quality leadership, talent, and culture over a sustained period. The evolving risk landscape further reinforced the importance of strong governance. During the year, the group continued to enhance enterprise risk management practices, strengthen cybersecurity capabilities, improve credit monitoring, and reinforce business continuity frameworks. These investments are essential for protecting stakeholder interest and ensuring that VM remains resilient in the face of emerging risks and external shocks. The response to Hurricane Melissa that you saw earlier in the video demonstrated the enduring relevance of VM's mutual heritage and purpose-driven philosophy. Through the work of the VM Foundation, support was extended to communities affected by the storm through emergency relief, recovery initiatives, and educational assistance. At a time when many Jamaicans faced uncertainty and hardship, VM sought to provide meaningful support to those most in need. And I want to applaud the foundation again, going above and beyond Samantha. Well done. This commitment reflects a principle that has guided our institution for generations, that business success and social responsibility go hand in hand. As a mutual organization, our success is intrinsically linked to the well-being of the people and communities we serve. That understanding continues to shape our approach to business and our contribution to national development. I extend sincere appreciation to my fellow directors for their stewardship, diligence, and unwavering commitment throughout what was undoubtedly one of the most challenging operating environments in recent years. My thanks also go to our group president and CEO and the executive leadership team and team members across the organization. Their professionalism and adaptability ensured continuity of service and effective execution even amid significant disruption. Finally, to our members and clients, thank you for the confidence and trust you continue to place in VM. Your loyalty remains one of our greatest strengths and a constant reminder of the responsibility entrusted to us. As we look towards 2026, Jamaica's economic outlook will continue to reflect the effects of Hurricane Melissa. Economic activity is expected to remain constrained in the near term, while resurgent inflationary pressures may persist before moderating over the medium term, we hope. Nevertheless, there are reasons for confidence. Jamaica enters this period from a position of considerably greater strength than in previous decades, with stronger fiscal management and falling crime statistics. The impact of these encouraging gains could, however, be dulled if collectively we are not successful in enhancing our ability to withstand and respond to adversity as a country. I am confident in our national capability to be effective, and we continue to play our part in a joined-up approach by the public and private sectors to ensure that Jamaica meets this challenge. For VM, the focus remains clear. We will continue to strengthen governance, maintain disciplined risk management, support innovation, and preserve the financial strength required to serve our members and clients through changing economic conditions. The board remains confident that the strategic actions undertaken in recent years have strengthened the group's capacity to navigate uncertainty while continuing to create sustainable long-term value, ensuring that VM remains strong, relevant, and trusted for generations to come. Thank you very much. We'll now hear from Courtney Campbell, Group's President and CEO of all that you survey. Yes. Courtney.
Thank you very much, Chairman McNorris. Directors and members of the VM Group, I join in welcoming all of you to this, the third annual general meeting of the VM Group. To all members, I wish to say thanks for your loyalty, thanks for your support, thanks for the opportunity to serve you. We do not take that privilege lightly. To all directors, on behalf of the management, I say thanks for the time and effort that you put into ensuring that the VM Group observes the best standards of corporate governance, that we practice accountability and continue to advance the cause of building a more resilient and purposeful institution. And to my leadership team, may I ask you to stand, the executive team of VM. So those of you who are fit enough to stand. That's everybody. I salute you. I really want to salute you all, if you keep standing, Carla, for the commitment, for your commitment to the VM group, for the excellent teamwork you display in supporting each other. And thanks to all of you. I'm very proud of you and for what we did in 2025. Thank you very much. And then to the entire VM team, if you have a VM pin on your lapel, please stand. Or in your hat. Or in your hat. Please stand, VM team members. All right? Really, those on the front lines, those who work in support units, thanks for the many ways in which you consistently demonstrate our core values: member focus, integrity, teamwork, innovation, and excellence. And please be seated. You know, members, your VM team members, every day, they own up, they team up, they care up, and they level up. And it is really a privilege and an honor to lead this team. So in this presentation, I'll be joined by our Group Chief Financial Officer, Frederick Williams, and the CEO of VM Building Society, Paul Elliott. And together we will outline how VM has become and is becoming stronger through service to our members and clients, our team members, and of course our communities. We're building resilience, creating value, and empowering people. I think I'm responsible for moving this, so let me get going. Okay, so overall, what we're going to do today is to remind you of who we are, to provide a report on our performance over the past year, and to share some insights into our future. So who are we? We're a mutual built on purpose. And we are pursuing a purposeful journey. We are continuously transforming, and we're going to share with you how our business model to serve you is designed to serve you wherever you are in the world, that we're serving you at all life stages, that we are particularly unique in our capability to create wealth through real estate, and we are building a strong business with sustainable practices. So first of all, we're a mutual. Means we're owned by our members. Now, mutuality matters because, and we have a little chart here that compares mutuals with shareholder companies. And there's nothing wrong with shareholder companies. Do you own equities? Yeah? I hope you're getting good dividends and appreciation. That's a good thing. But mutuals have a competitive difference for you, because whereas with the shareholder companies, profits go to the shareholders, with mutuals, the profits are reinvested for the members so that we can even serve you more. The more capital we have, is the more we're able to lend. For example, the shareholder companies focus on quarterly earnings because people like us like to have our dividends. The mutuals, such as VM, we focus on long-term value. And of course, shareholder companies, the external owners benefit from the growth. And this probably is the most important point. For VM, you benefit from our growth because you are the owners. We have an owner's corner outside in the lobby. You are the owners of the company, so you benefit from the growth. So we're a mutual, but VM is a mutual built on purpose. So our vision, I won't share everything on the slide because you're good readers as VM members, but our vision is to be a leading Caribbean-based member-focused organization transforming lives by advancing the financial well-being of individuals globally. And the only other thing I'd lift up is our purpose, because we live this every day. Our purpose is to empower our members globally to achieve financial well-being. So everything we're doing is designed to deliver on that purpose. And so we continue, we're on a particular journey that started November 14, 1878. This November 14 will be 148 years. So we have now been transformed to a full-service, integrated group of companies. And we have undergone, even over the past 10 years, several waves of transformation. We have introduced new products and services. We have implemented a digital transformation strategy. We have executed on a brand transformation. We have reorganized the group to establish VM Group and VM Financial Group. We have licensed VM Financial Group as a financial holding company. We have capitalized our operating businesses by raising preference shares at the level of VM Financial Group. And we have repositioned our remittance business. And of course, in last year, we launched a group efficiency exercise. So today, we are stronger through service. We serve you through 5 engines: through savings and loans in the building society, through real estate in our property services business, but as I'll show you later, actually through all our businesses in the group, through our investments and pensions, through our remittance services, and through general insurance that we offer through our associate company, BCIC. We're a global business because in addition to our presence in Jamaica, you may not realize that we have 8 other offices in 6 other countries across the world through our subsidiaries and associates of the VM Group. Did you realize that the VM Group was so expansive? Probably not. But here's something that's unique about the VM Group. Through these 9 entities of the group, we deliver a particular competence that is important to you. There are 2 asset classes that have proven across cultures, across generations, to be pivotal, very important in creating wealth. One of them is real estate. And I'm here to say to you that when you take a careful look at the VM Group, you're going to be hard put to find another financial group in the Caribbean that is more capable than we are of delivering wealth through the real estate asset class. And I'll just share with, I won't go through all of those points, but it's right across the group. And even our foundation gets involved because Samantha and her team deliver financial literacy so people know how to go about preparing to access a mortgage. And of course, our associate company, BCIC, is one of the leaders in Jamaica when it comes to property insurance. But it's something that's prevalent in all the companies of the group. So not only are we competent to deliver that particular wealth creation for you, but we're helping you at all stages of life. From the babies, for whom you should be opening a savings account, for the children, for whom Rez would say to you, please start a unit trust savings for them to prepare for their tertiary education, the young professionals, the homeowners who will then start to acquire their first homes, right through to the seniors who will then be pulling down on the retirement savings that you would have built up in VM pensions. Right, Natalie? Good. So right through all stages. And then the VM Group serves communities through sustainable practices. The sustainable finance is important to us. We are very strong on how we protect the environment and what we do for the broader society and on our corporate governance. I just lift up 2 things. The impact of the VM Foundation's work through our community organizations last year. 41,000 lives were impacted through some grassroots initiatives funded by the VM Foundation. And I think the other thing you'd want us to celebrate is that VM Investments Limited, our listed company, earned a AA rating with a score of 90.44% on the Jamaica Stock Exchange's Corporate Governance Index and received the NEPA Green Business Jamaica Award of Excellence for Environmental Sustainability Performance. So we take ESG very seriously. It's not just a slogan for us. So 2025 was a defining year. We're going to share with you a bit of the operating environment and how you as members benefited. And I think you will all conclude that VM is stronger through our improved efficiency because we have executed well. We have provided greater access and convenience through our digital transformation. We have empowered our people through our talent management programs and our culture program. And we have provided robust oversight and guardrails through our enterprise risk management and governance. So let's look a bit at what has happened in our economy here. We all know we were having some growth, but albeit low growth, before Hurricane Melissa on October 28th. And you'll see by the graph there, the impact of Melissa impacted us by over 40% of GDP. Inflation was within the BOJ's target range of 4 to 6% for most of last year. In fact, some months it went a little below that. But then the stock market index has really been a challenge in terms of the performance of the stock market over the past few years. And you'll see that in 2025, it actually fell by almost 18,000 points. We share a little bit with you on the mortgage industry, and this is information from the Bank of Jamaica. What you'll see there, I think you'll find it interesting that in 2025, there was a 9.9% increase in the value of new mortgages. This is across the industry, and a 6.5% increase in the volume of new mortgage loans when compared with 2024. You should know, because you're the owners of VM, that we currently have 15,571 mortgage loans on our books. That last year we disbursed 636 mortgages versus 473 the year before. That's a pretty good increase, isn't it? And the value of the mortgages disbursed last year was $16 billion. And then we do business in the UK. I'll share with you that right now, yes, they're having some growth, and in fact, the GDP growth in the UK, although only 0.6%, is better than most countries in Europe. Right now, the developers in the UK, along with other businesses, are concerned about the Gulf War and the impact on interest rates. So some of our developers in VM Finance are putting a little hold on their plans to develop properties and so on. So that's something that we'd wish to share. So 2025 was a defining year for us. Significant revenue growth, significant improvement in the profitability of the business, strong deposit growth, some good loan growth. We are pleased overall with the performance of the business. I'm going to invite our Group CFO, Frederick Williams, to share more details on our 2025 performance.
All right, thank you, Courtney. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And let me add my welcome to you as well as we share the results of the performance of your company. Remember, that's very important. The VM Group reported profit before tax of $870 million in 2025 and net profit of $523 million. We're creating value through financial resilience through an impressive growth in the core business for the main operating subsidiaries of VM Financial Group. The group's strong financial performance reflects a continued focus on strategic initiatives centered on customer-centric revenue growth and the execution of an efficiency agenda for disciplined cost management as key drivers to deliver sustainable long-term growth. For VM Group, we reported operating revenues of $15.36 billion in 2025 compared to $14.8 billion in 2024. The main component of operating revenue, net interest income, maintained the upward trend in 2025, amounting to $8.1 billion, a 24% increase year over year. Over the last 5 years, the compound annual growth rate for this line item amounted to 10%, reflecting consistent double-digit growth. Other operating revenues of $5.3 billion include strong foreign exchange trading gains and gains from investments. Year over year, operating revenues increased by 3% when you're looking at absolute numbers. However, when 2024 is adjusted for a one-off transaction gain in other operating revenues, the year-over-year growth of 12% is core solid earnings. We're creating value through financial resilience by using our customer-centric revenue growth strategy. The drive for customer-centric revenue growth is supported by the growth in our loans and deposits, as well as assets under management. VM Group's deposit increased by $18.5 billion to $174 billion, reflecting stable funding and high customer confidence in the group. This provides a foundation for sustainable growth and financial resilience through prudent loan expansion. Our loan portfolio, primarily in VM Building Society and VM Finance, our UK subsidiary, increased by $9.9 billion, 8% in 2025. Assets under management, that's within our group's wealth and pension management business lines, increased in 2025 by $8.9 billion, 8.25% compared to 2024. We are creating value through financial resilience by focusing on building a diversified and resilient business model with multiple revenue streams. In 2025, our operating costs was $14.7 billion, slightly below the $14.8 billion reported in 2024. These costs are allocated across staff costs, impairment charges, depreciation, and other expenses. It's significant to note that total operating costs remain flat year over year despite growth in business volumes and inflationary cost pressures. This demonstrates the disciplined cost management fueled by the VM Group's efficiency program that we spoke about at last year's AGM. We will continue to execute our efficiency program and create value through financial resilience by streamlining our operations in our branches and support units. In 2025, despite the impact of Hurricane Melissa in the last quarter, we reduced our total exposure to credit-impaired loans from 10% in 2024 to 8% in 2025. Significant improvements was noted in our mortgage portfolio, where the credit impairment exposure reduced from 10.3% to 6.5%. Mortgages represent 75% of our total loan portfolio, and the substantial de-risking in this key area is a primary driver to the overall improvement in our asset quality and financial resilience. Now looking at VM Financial Group, this is the licensed financial holding company within the group. It consolidates the results of all the financial services companies within the group. So we're even happier to report stronger profitability for VM Financial Group, with profit before tax of $1.6 billion and net profit of $1.2 billion in 2025. Given our corporate structure, the VM Financial Group will report higher profits than VM Group, the ultimate parent company, due to losses on the non-financial in the non-financial companies within the group, and VM Group, the company itself. Capital and reserves reflects the strength of a company. For VM Financial Group, the capital and reserves increased by 9.47% to $25.9 billion in 2025. Our strengthened capital position is more than just a balance sheet measure or a regulatory requirement. It reflects financial discipline, resilience, and prudent stewardship to underpin our long-term success. Regulatory capital levels for each of the main subsidiaries exceeded the regulatory requirements of 10%, as shown on the screen. This provides flexibility to pursue strategic growth opportunities, invest in innovation, support our customers through challenging economic times, and be resilient in the face of emerging regulations and business risks. Now let's look at the performance for each strategic business unit, demonstrating how they create value through financial resilience, starting with VM Building Society. So VMBS achieved net profit of $876 million in 2025. Operating revenues increased by 15.7% to $12.4 billion. This reflects a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 9.3%. Our deposit portfolio remains strong, increased by $18.8 billion to $172 billion, with a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 7.7%. and our loans portfolio over the same period grew by 8.7 billion to 132.4 billion with a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 7.6%. VM Investments achieved consolidated net profits of 166 million in 2025. Interest income growth of 23% year over year, fueled by effective management of cost of funds, 15% growth in total assets due to strong execution on the mandate to capitalize on gains from market-making activities, and they continue to reflect positive contribution from their investment in associates, KP REIT. VM Pensions recorded a significant increase in assets under management to $80.3 billion as at the end of December 2025, compared to $70.6 billion as at the end of December 2024. This represents a 14% increase in assets under management, which contributed to a 20% increase in their total operating revenue and 25% increase in their investment management fees. For VM Finance, this is our subsidiary based in the UK, which provides property financing to experienced property developers and also acts as a mortgage broker for individuals wishing to purchase homes in the United Kingdom. In 2025, the VMF loan portfolio grew over 23% year on year, and we also secured regulatory approval from the Bank of Jamaica to incorporate a UK-based special purpose vehicle, which will allow for a dedicated lending vehicle and game-changing evolution in our operating model in that market. VM Money Transfer continued to increase their market share. They're now at 11% as at the end of the period, compared to 9% in 2024, based on the growth in the remittance transactions. VMTS transaction volumes grew year over year by 17.7%, with its top 3 territories, of course, being the US, UK, and Canada, where most of the remittances are being supported by our partner, MoneyGram. It also continues on a digital transformation with consistent growth in direct-to-account deposits, currently achieving 41% of those transactions going directly into a bank account. Now, the main active subsidiary on the non-financial segment of the group, VM Property Services, continues to be a significant player in the Jamaican real estate and property management market. At VMPS, we focus on real estate sales and rentals, property valuations, and property management services. VMPS successfully stimulated cross-border investments and reinforced the VM brand by actively engaged in the diaspora events, investing in Jamaica and housing forums in New York, Philadelphia, and the UK. Our strategic alliances also performed well in 2025. BCIC, we hold 43.9% of that company. They continue to provide sustainable profits and a strong dividend income stream to VM Financial Group. They also showed strong resilience in managing the impact of Hurricane Melissa and maintaining a positive contribution to VM Group in 2025. For last year, they reported profitability of 188 million compared to 903 million in 2024. Caroline, our fintech company, offers peer-to-peer lending with main markets in Trinidad and Barbados. They have continued to show increased profitability since 2023, and more importantly, have started to do dividend distributions in 2025. So we are happy with the progress that we're seeing there for Caroline. KP REIT, they continue to show positive growth in delivering US $2.4 million in 2025 in terms of operating income, and for total assets grew 8% to US $94 million. We also leverage our partnership with Canopy as a strategic partner to provide affordable life insurance and coverage for our members. I'll now hand back to our president and to continue the presentation and reassure you that our work continues to build a stronger VM group and create value through financial resilience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Frederick. So you can see that our financial management is in good hands. Okay, so let's share. Those are the numbers. What have we done for you? What do all those numbers mean for you? In VM Building Society, we expanded funding last year through, especially for our business clients, through our partnership with the DBJ. We opened over 3,000 new credit card accounts, and 186 of our members acquired their first homes last year. In VM Finance, investment in property loans increased by over 23%. And as you heard Frederick mention, we secured funding in pounds to be lent to our clients there. And the clients are so pleased with the service received from our VM Finance team. There's a loyalty score of 100% from the members, from the clients of VM Finance. VM Investments launched the VM Wealth digital onboarding platform, and they delivered some key enhancements to the IPO Edge platform that drove up almost 15% increase in digital onboarding and a 50% expansion in digital channel usage in 2025. In pensions, we launched an e-pensions portal to deliver some efficiency improvements, and our assets under management there grew by $5.4 billion from 3 new clients. So that's a significant jump there. In money services, we have heard about the significant increase in remittance volumes. And in property services, we're now managing 300,000 square feet of properties. Diaspora outreach is important to us. We thought we'd share with you that the VM team spends time and energy visiting the people in their locales, in their cities. And we had little expos in the Bronx, in Paterson, New Jersey, in Brooklyn, in Toronto. We don't have an office there, but our team went there, and various locations in London and outside of London. The diaspora is important to us because it represents opportunities not only for savings and mortgages for people who wish to save in Jamaica and purchase properties in Jamaica, but it presents opportunities for wealth management as well and property services. And to show you, to demonstrate our commitment to the diaspora, we looked at our New York office and relocated it to a much more comfortable and more accessible office on Church Avenue in Brooklyn. We have appointed a Chief Diaspora Markets Officer in Leighton Smith, who is online, and he's able to see all of you now, along with the team there. And Leighton and team launched a diaspora portal. All the members in our diaspora will be able to access information that, there he is, Leighton, please wave to the members. Thank you very much. Good, that's a good wave, a royal wave from the UK. And they launched a diaspora portal so you could have information on how to access services that are relevant for you. We launched a group online onboarding for all members, but it is a particular usefulness to those in the diaspora. And of course, very importantly, many of you may not know, please listen to this point very carefully. Through our subsidiary VM Finance in the UK, we offer mortgage brokering. Now, what the mortgage brokerage service does, we have access to all the banks and building societies in the UK. So if you wish to purchase property in the UK, we can receive your application and help you to shop for the very best deal, given your particular objectives in the UK. Please tell your family members there and your friends, because that's an important service not many of us know about. Do you agree? Yeah, that's a good thing. Good. So that's demonstrating how important the diaspora is for us. BCIC has been a really good investment for the VM group. And you'll see there that we merged with the former VM insurance company in 2011. Then the total premium income was $2.7 billion. It is now $18.4 billion. And I think that's really significant growth. We're very proud of the work being done by Peter Levy and the team at BCIC. And then Carolyn has worked well for us. You heard from Frederick that it is now profitable and distributing dividends. But what we want to say to you is that the loan book, Carolyn offers online lending, and that loan book has been growing at 24% per annum. Revenues are growing at 18% per annum. It has a bright future because as the profitability continues to grow, you'll see a falling cost-to-income ratio. And the performance is not only in our business entities that generate revenue, but also in our foundation. As you heard about the 41,000 lives impacted through the new Community Impact Program, but I'm really pleased with the work done by Samantha, Andre, Antoinette, and the volunteers who stepped forward to support them in the work of the foundation, because overall they impacted 58,000 lives in 2025. So members online and here with us at the Pegasus, you can be confident. We have a confidence scorecard here for you. The confidence in VM because of our asset growth, $32 billion. Because of our capital strength, you can be confident. Because of our strong core business growth in loans, assets under management, and the $18 billion in deposit growth that we had last year. There's no stronger statement of confidence than that. You can be confident in our future because we have a strong diaspora strategy and the real estate strategy that I'll tell you that we have spoken about. And of course, you can be confident in the future because of our technology transformation, the digital onboarding that we introduced last year, as well as the online expansion. So we're stronger, we're more diversified, we're more digital, and we are better capitalized than at any point in our history. So those numbers are good, but for you, what it means is more convenience. You benefited last year from more convenience in terms of the digital onboarding, in terms of the digital transactions. 80% of all the transactions done across the group are done on a digital channel. You have more access. We are providing greater access to financial well-being than ever before. 21,000 new members were welcomed into the VM group last year, and that included, by the way, I shouldn't say new because they're not all new, 4,300 members reactivated their dormant accounts. So if you have a dormant account, please be among those who will reactivate in 2026. And then you benefited from a stronger VM because, as I said, we have a stronger balance sheet, but also more security. And this is important. We enhance our cyber security and data security by investing more. And I would say to you that you have a role to play in that. Yes, we are doing our part, but please pay attention to the tips that we provide online and via email. We are all as strong as the weakest link. Do not be a soft gate for people who are trying every day to access your accounts. And this is applicable not only with your VM account, but wherever you bank in the world. There are people whose job it is to try to access your account. That's what they do every day. Right? So, but we share with you some tips that work well to protect your business. Please adhere to those. Options, we provide more options for accessing financial well-being. We've increased the range of products, including new credit cards and the new loans that we mentioned earlier. And very importantly, we believe in helping people to prepare for retirement because over 3,260 more members can now be confident about their retirement years. And really, all of these improvements enhances the value of membership. We improved our efficiency last year. We implemented phase 1 of a group-wide efficiency project. We invested in that. And as you heard Frederick say, even after that investment, our operating expenses remained flat versus the previous year. So we've already started to yield the benefits of that investment. And we did through optimizing the organizational structure, commissioning new analytical tools, among other things. And that work continues because we are advancing the digital transformation program through partnership with Google Cloud, and Abacus. And we are launching very shortly a partnership with the Agile Lab at UTech to implement some digital projects that are part of that group-wide efficiency program. And very importantly, we're safeguarding your business by strengthening our risk management. VM Financial Group was rated for the first time last year, rated at investment grade by Caracris. And we have since then introduced an ERM tool to better track all the risk exposures across the group. I want to thank Dennis Gray and his team for leading on that. And this year, 2026, we issued a preference share, part really to roll over an expired tranche. And we're pleased to say that we had invited the public to invest in $8.5 billion. The public applied for $10.6 billion, which is a 24% oversubscription. We're very, very pleased with that. And our group treasurer and Brian Fraser and the VMIL team led by Rez Burchinson were leaders in that effort, and we really are proud of the effort there. And just last week, VMIL closed a bond offer. They were seeking to raise $4 billion, and that offer was oversubscribed by $1 billion. So congratulations to the VMIL team. Our people are important because all of the results that we have spoken about are because of our people. And Dayton Robinson and his team in HR implemented a very important program last year, the Junior Professional Program. And we have 71% of our team members who enrolled in that, 140 of them enrolled, and 71% of them are moving on to the next stage. We have improved team engagement last year. We have a senior leadership succession program that's being executed well. We don't have as many of the positions as well covered as we would want to, but we continue to work on that. And we are retaining our high potential people. So that's why we are delivering on the programs that we have committed to. But that's history. What of the future? We're going to share with you just very briefly that we believe that the future is ripe with opportunities. Firstly, the good news is that in the diaspora, the second, third, fourth generations are shifting from just consumption, cash remittances, and they're now seeking to build wealth. They're seeking to save here for purchasing their own properties here, for investing in the Jamaica stock market. And we relocated our representative office in New York last year. We have seen a tremendously great response to that. Our account opening in that office increased by 92% versus the previous year. So we're saying that as we go forward, the Building Society, Property Services, and VM Investments Limited will benefit from that increased interest in the people in the diaspora for wealth building in Jamaica. Another trend is the whole trend towards sustainable finance and climate resilient real estate. Funds are available for that. The capital markets are now attracting more support. And so the VM Group has negotiated, this led by, again, our group treasurer, Brian Fraser, has negotiated a facility that will be approved soon, so I won't give you any more detail, but from a multilateral. But what will happen from that is that we will make available some green loans to help you to save in terms of energy and water and so on. Business lines to benefit from some of those will be VM Wealth, VM Finance in the UK, VMBS. VM Wealth will soon launch a real estate fund, real estate development fund, so please listen out for that when Rez announces it. And some other trends, the whole matter of AI-powered financial inclusion, as well as the millennials and Gen Zs being interested now in not so much full-time jobs, but gig engagements. And we believe that we can benefit from that. So we are focused on a couple of strategies. Firstly, we are strengthening our diaspora outreach by including wealth management, pensions, and property services instead of just the Building Society. We're leveraging the online onboarding to reach new markets without physical offices. And we'll continue to customize product designs to meet the evolving needs of the diaspora. And then in the Building Society, I'm going to invite Paul Elliott to tell you a bit. This is our branch, our office, representative office on Church Avenue in Brooklyn. So I'm going to invite Paul now to tell you about how the future looks for the VM Building Society, some interesting things that are in store. Yeah.
Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen here in the audience, and for those online as well. We're happy to have you for this third iteration of our annual general meeting. Exciting things ahead. Courtney spoke about some of the things we have done so far. The reward for doing good work is more work, but we do it willingly, and we do it because our members are asking for us to do new things. Their preferences are shifting every day, and so we have to, by virtue of just being here to serve, continue to serve. So I'm serving our members locally and in the diaspora, with a wider range of payment solutions. We become global, but then, many Jamaicans outside of Jamaica, and we're scattered all over. The need for payment solutions remains central to connecting everyone together. We have some new card products. We have been busy for the last few years building out some new card products, and we've had a range of a couple of credit cards, our VM Visa Platinum card and our Visa Gold card. We have launched those, and of course our international debit card. I think I've stood on a number of platforms and announced that the international debit card, which you've all asked for, clamored for, that we do need this card with enhanced features, pin and chip, and security features. So I'm pleased to actually say today that we are working on that card, and thanks to a great team at VM, our project management team, our business analysts, our card services unit, the business, we're all working on delivering this card by later this year. We're going to do our very best to have the card in production by the end of the year. Certainly the change out of your current card you're holding on to will get going in earnest early next year. All right? Okay. It's back? There we go. There we go. All right. So we have been, I've started numbers currently presented with the mortgage numbers, and our aim is to, if I'm to be happy, is to double that number from 600 mortgages to 1,100 and 1,200 mortgages, 1,300, 1,500 every year. We continue to work on innovative housing solutions, and for next year we're going to be making an effort to focus on a number of things. Green financing, resilient financing. After experiencing 2 hurricanes in 2 years, we just have to build better, build stronger, and be able to come out of hurricanes much stronger. An extended range of services to Jamaicans in business, including green financing as well. And we are focused on, we do have green lending products, so I encourage you to ask questions about that, both for business and for personal needs. And sustainable finance loans, of course, as well for business and for personal. I did check with my team, and I got some info regarding the credit card products that we have launched. I mentioned we currently have 2, but for later this year, we're going to be launching our VM Flex credit card, which will be issued to entry-level professionals and first-time credit card users. We do have to focus on our younger demographic. So first-time credit users, particularly the Gen Z demographic, they present strong opportunity for credit expansion. This group is actively shaping the economy, and they contribute 6% of Jamaica's total personal consumption expenditure. So that's great. So we have to focus on them. So as a digital savvy consumers, they seek financial flexibility and a credit building opportunity, making them ideal candidates. That's one credit card. The second one will be the VM Merit credit card, which we'll launch as well to public sector employees as the primary target audience. And the secondary target audience is are private sector employees who provide essential and public services, all right? And then finally, we will launch the U.S. Consumer Platinum Card, but this will be pushed forward into next year. And that's a US dollar credit card, ideally suited for those who budget for travel or spend a significant amount of time overseas. So exciting things coming ahead for us. I'm sure you're going to have lots of questions about things that you also want to see. We continue to focus on our ABM expansion and the need to keep the access to cash going, especially around month ends. We continue to achieve or be close to achieving the BOJ's mandate of 95% uptime. We are consistently up or above 92%. And it takes an effort to do it, but we continue to do it because it's important for you to be able to access your monies when you want. So that's just a peep into what the future looks like for you, our members. And I will be happy to answer many more questions from you as to some of the other things that we have planned for you for the rest of this year and into next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. So let me just wrap. That's the Building Society. VM Finance, or the future, we will be diversifying our funding sources. We're pleased that we have had access from the capital markets there. We expect to have more support from the market there. We are also moving outside of London because we have demand in the northeast in cities such as Manchester. And we are expanding our UK-based brokerage service. I told you about that already. And I'm sure you're already starting to contact your family members and friends in the UK. VM Investments, we're going to be launching Please Speak with Resworth Burchinson after that. And Dr. Carrion Hepburn Malcolm, please stand, Carrie, new VP in VM Wealth. And Rez, please ensure that all the members know you. So please speak with them about the new Real Estate Development Fund, the Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, and the Specialized Equipment Fund that we plan to launch. And very importantly, we will be expanding our business in the Eastern Caribbean using the VM Wealth Barbados as a regional hub. VM Money Transfer, Renata, please raise your hand. You don't have this, right? We're going to be increasing access and convenience with new payment options and expanded FX services. Many of you do not know that VM Money Transfers, Money Express Centers operate as agents of VMBS for foreign exchange trading. So if you wish to purchase US dollars, cash, or sell, please walk into any of the Money Express Centers operated by VMTS. Am I correct? Did I get that right, Renata? Thank you very much. Good. And Michael, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. And of course, we are allowing more customers to benefit from our direct-to-account service. In VM Pensions, we're going to be enhancing our digital platforms, improving the core system, and expanding the product and service range. In property services, Michael Howard is the new CEO there. We're growing the portfolio of properties managed not just for the VM business, but for others as well. And we're building a number of certified experts to support more customers as we do valuation services, realtor services, and so on. And I'm pleased to say, for those of you who are in Western Jamaica, that Michael has just established an office of VM Property Services at Fairview in Montego Bay. So please access that team. If you wish to sell property, buy property, rent property, to obtain a valuation report, please speak with the VM Property Services team in Fairview, Montego Bay. BCIC has a bright future. We are focused on regional growth. We now have the former JNGI as part of the BCIC family. We're rolling out improved core systems. We are building a stronger foundation for data analysis. We are really very proud of the BCIC team for the language they use in their insurance contracts. Many of us read insurance contracts, we don't have a clue what we just agreed to. right? But the BCIC team has emphasized this whole plain language approach, and in fact, they have been rewarded for that. We're very proud, and they'll continue to be responsive in that regard. And then we'll continue to grow the skills and capacity of our team to support a bigger, stronger BCIC. Caroland plans to open for business in the Eastern Caribbean using St. Lucia as a hub, and we are planning a full technology upgrade to ensure modern infrastructure, because this is online lending, so it's important for the next 7 to 10 years. We'll continue the implementation of the group efficiency project that's led by Frederick and Carlo, our Chief Strategy Officer, and we will be advancing the digital transformation through the partnerships that we have already started with Google and strategic alliances such as with UTech and others. Of course, talent is important. We will continue. We had the junior professional program that was launched last year. This year, the supervisor development program, and then a senior professionals program. And if some of you would wish to know about what a career in VM looks like, our Chief HR Officer, Dayton, will stand and wave his hand, so please speak with him or meet him at the engagement center over here when we're finished. And then I would want to conclude this way, because this is my last slide, that what you have heard about is a story of how we use 2025 to prepare VM for a much stronger future. But our story is not only about 2025. It has been a story evolving for 147 years. We have helped generations to build homes, to create wealth, and to improve their lives. So in 2025, specifically, we strengthened our capital. We grew our deposits. We expanded our services, as you have heard. We invested in technology. And generally, we have broadened opportunities for Jamaicans locally and across the diaspora. But most importantly, we became a stronger institution for you, the members who own us. The global environment will continue to change. We have no idea what new tariff will be implemented, what new war will break out where, which economy will fluctuate in which direction. Markets will rise and they will fall. Technology will continue to transform financial services, but one thing remains unchanged. We are here for you. VM exists to serve our members, and so today I'm more confident than ever that VM's future is bright. We are stronger, we're more resilient, we're more relevant, and our best years are ahead of us. Thank you very, very much for serving, for the opportunity to serve you. I was supposed to introduce the video, I'm sorry. That's because I hadn't welcomed our director of VMBS, Damian Dodd. Welcome, Damian. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to introduce this video. This video is a short clip reminding you of some of the things that I've shared, but also sharing some of the things that we didn't really have the time to go into about how we improve service to you in 2025. Thank you very much. Please watch. It's a short video. Thank you.
At VM, we believe a service is more than just delivering products. It's about understanding needs, anticipating change, and being there when it matters most. That commitment continues to shape how we serve, creating greater convenience for our members and customers while standing beside them through life's most challenging moments. Because being stronger through service means making every interaction easier and every response meaningful.
At VM Group, it is very important for us to consistently improve on the level of convenience that we offer to our members year over year. We have customers from all walks of life, and we want, wherever you are in your personal journey, whether you are in the diaspora, whether you're here in Jamaica, that it's very, very convenient for you to do business with us.
In its efforts at building convenience, in 2025, VM rolled out a trio of initiatives, Q-Track, VM Assist, and Group Online Onboarding to help improve customer experience and make it easier to access our products and services.
So traditionally, when you walk into any of our branches, you would either join a teller line, if you needed teleservices, or you would join the receptionist line if you needed to speak to a customer service agent. What we have done now is to introduce a digital queuing system. So when you enter any of our branches now, you would digitally queue yourself either by scanning a QR code, or you would register yourself using one of our tablets, or you could also get assistance from one of our channel ambassadors who is there to assist you. What it means is that once you're queued, you get your number, it comes to you via WhatsApp as well. You have a seat, regardless of whether you're going to the teller or to the customer service area. You have a seat, you wait for a number to be called, and it also, when it's your turn, you also get a prompt on your phone, and then you're attended to. In addition to that, when you are finished, you also get a prompt to rate our service the same time. So we get feedback immediately as to how did we serve you, our member. So we also introduced the group online onboarding. As the name suggests, it's a group digital technology which allows our members and customers to onboard themselves digitally. So you visit our website, you select open your account now, and you just move through the different pages and you're digitally onboarding yourself. So you no longer have to walk into any of our locations to onboard yourselves. And of course, as the name suggests, group, let's say you're opening a VMBS account today, and tomorrow you want to open a VM Wealth account, you would have already entered all of that information in our systems, so you wouldn't have to redo your application, you wouldn't have to resubmit documents that you would have already submitted because we already have that information. As the name suggests, it assists members of VM, members and customers of VM. So once you have an account with us, you no longer have to come into our branch or even call into member engagement to have a service or a transaction done. You simply visit our website, log into the portal, and make a request. There are a number of service and transaction requests that you can just simply log on and make this request yourself. It's very, very easy, very user-friendly. And when you log in again, you can always see where you are, if the service that you requested has been completed or it's still pending. And once that service is completed, you get an email to let you know that your service has been completed.
Our goal is simple: to remove barriers and make it easier for members to do business with us wherever they are. But service is tested most not during ordinary days, but when communities face extraordinary challenges. When Hurricane Melissa affected thousands of Jamaicans, convenience became something much greater. It became compassion, responsiveness, and support.
One of the cultural beliefs here at VM is care up, and we felt that this could be best demonstrated by offering a moratorium to our members who were impacted following Hurricane Melissa. Within days of the devastation, we indicated to our members that they could come in and access a moratorium for up to 6 months. They reached out to us and we answered the call. And we were able to restructure over $3 billion in loans during this moratorium period. We wanted to take it a step further. And so we created the disaster loan. So VM created the disaster recovery loan. This allowed mortgagors the opportunity to tap into the equity in their property so that they could start the full recovery process. We recognize that our business customers in the Western region would have also been impacted. And therefore, we strategically and deliberately partnered with the Development Bank of Jamaica to launch the M5 Business Recovery Loan. This provided them with an opportunity to access funding at a low interest rate, fixed over a period of time. And guess what? There was also a built-in moratorium. It allowed them an opportunity to be able to retool, rebuild, and recover. Looking to the future, we have to be resilient. VMBS launched the Green Energy Loan, which allows not just residential customers, but also business customers to be able to access funding to go solar, or if they want to put in grey water harvesting, you name it. Once it means resilience, once it's green, we have you covered.
Whether through digital innovation, responsive financial solutions, or standing beside our members during difficult times, VM continues to evolve around the people we serve. As we continue building for the future, our commitment remains unchanged, delivering greater convenience, meaningful support, and financial solutions that help transform lives. Together, we are stronger through service.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud of the suite of services and innovations that we continue to roll out for our members, and I hope you are too. Thank you for listening to our CEO and watching that very enthralling video about how you can empower yourself and how we can help to empower you through the VM portals. So at this time, you've heard from our auditors, you've heard from the CEO, you heard from myself, and I now open the floor for any discussions related to those items at this time. The floor is yours, members. Please, yeah, you use the mic, just identify yourself and step up to the mic.
I don't know, it's open? Can you hear me?
Sorry, say again?
Are you hearing me through the mic?
It's a little low. They'll turn it up for you.
Are you hearing me clearly? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Good afternoon, members. I am Bouvet Foster. Forgive me. I must congratulate our leaders and the way they are managing for us and the different programs that they have put in place. However, I've heard about the system that is in place to safeguard against bad debt, and what are we doing when we have come upon situations like those? What systems are in place?
Thank you. Well, you want to take another one? Yeah, we'll take another one. We'll take 3 and then answer.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Proud VMBS
tell me your name, please.
Oh, I am Kerry Tucker.
Kerry.
Proud VMBS
Welcome.
member. Over 40 years out of the 147.
All right.
Okay, so my thing is, I went to the bathroom, so as I came in, I heard the gentleman was talking about the US car, but I didn't hear everything. But I'm just saying that on the 30th of May, I went in branch, at my branch in Duke Street. I wanted to access my US account because I was traveling early on the 31st. However, when I went there, the kiosk was relatively new to me, but I understand we have to upgrade.
The kiosk.
The kiosk, yeah.
Because kiosk is a whole different thing, which I'm paying attention for. I'm listening out for that. But kiosk, just to be clear, members, kiosk.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard on the video, I saw that you could scan a code. I never heard of that down there. I didn't know I could get a WhatsApp number. However, I was told to complete the thing on the kiosk. So I did. It said estimated waiting time 20 minutes. That was like 20 plus 20. And I had a lot of things to do, so I got up and I went to the info and I asked if I could do it at the ATM machine, but I was told no. So my thing is that I don't know if you guys could look in that and see if we could access our funds at the ATM to save us some time.
Thank you. Thank you for that, and we're sorry for your troubles. Yes, sir.
Thanks. Good evening, members.
Good evening.
My name is Troy Jack.
Troy.
I own a business named T Design TJ Wear. I started it in Canada 1997 January. I grew up there. I lived there from when I was 21 till I was about 31, but I was deported. It was domestic. In about a 5-year period of time in Canada, I got out about 5 million pieces. I had a job back then as a machinist, but I have a degree still, but that degree came late. I checked around at VMBS a couple of times for a loan. I've worked a couple of times since I was out here in the pest control area, but work is kind of sticky to get. And I checked and I was called back and I told the funds I'm making I could not get the loan. How can I, it's a productive business. How can I get a loan when I can't get a steady job in Jamaica? So I was wondering how could I go about that, you know?
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, members, before, we're going to take those three, but let me just point something out. This section is for the annual report and the audit. We're going to take the broader questions later. So I'm going to defer the last two and deal with the bad debt question, which is relevant to the accounts. But we're coming back to the other two, okay? You want to?
The bad debt.
Bad debt, yeah.
Okay. All right. So
how do we manage?
Yeah. So two sides of lending. It's easy to lend money. Sometimes a little more difficult to collect. But we've been doing this for over 100 years. It's just important to ensure that we have appropriate internal systems aimed at, and it starts at the front end. It's how we deal with assessing the risk. So we're assessing, for many of the 140 years, we lent only on one product, on residential mortgages. So we always had a fallback. So we had a home, and over time we'd work details out with you, and no malice intended if you can't pay after many efforts to resuscitate a loan, we would naturally recover and put the members' monies back. Since 2018, we have moved in some new products, so there's some more risk attached. We have credit cards, it's unsecured, we have unsecured loans, we have auto loans. But we do have a full service collections unit. And the job of that team is to operate using a policy, that's a board-approved policy, right, on how we go about collecting. And so what we also are guided by is a number that we set. We have a tolerance level for what we consider bad debts or delinquent loans as a percentage of our overall book. And if we are operating within that, we're normally safe, because you do expect that people are going to have challenges. You heard on the video, $3 billion in loans reworked. Had not that been done, that would have been $3 billion of loans that could have ended up in that bucket. So we do have a policy, and we manage our collections and our bad debts around that policy. I trust that answers the question.
And our NPLs are 3?
Just about, well, we've set this year just about below 3%.
3%?
Yeah,
3%.
below 3, just below 3.
What we call non-performing loans, member, 3% of the total portfolio in VMBS are in that bracket, and we manage that daily. It's also supervised by the Bank of Jamaica as well. So we think we have a handle on it, and we work diligently at it every day. But thank you for the question. Any other questions related to the accounts, the annual report, or the presentations? So every other question is about a problem. It's about customer service. Okay. Yes, sir. I see you coming to the microphone. Come and save me.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Eugene Robbins.
Eugene.
I'm inquiring, you mentioned about the green loan. How does the electric vehicle fall in the green loan space? Thank you.
Qualifies, but yes. So if you have a vehicle in mind, you just come and see us, and you fall into that category. So there are, in fact, funds just waiting for you.
So would that fall under the regular auto loan rates or a special rate for?
It falls under the auto loan policy, and the rates would be akin to what you see on the regular electric vehicles. But of course you have EVs, you have hybrids, and then you have regular vehicles. So everything, we have a motor vehicle policy that covers all motor vehicle types. you may from time to time find that there is a promotional rate. So if I'm approached by the head of, say, the ATL EV unit and say, let's do something for the next 3 months, because I want to get as many cars out, and I say, okay, let's do something. You may find a promotional rate, but it comes under our auto loan policy. So, and we're looking to do more. We have funded quite a few already. So, like I said, whatever members want, we deliver, right?
Oh, that is
good.
Forward to
the promotion.
The promotion we used to that.
Yeah.
We see that before. Congratulations. Big up. However, the EV itself is a green thing.
Right.
So I would anticipate that it would fall, you would see more specific category other than just the regular car category. Because yes, it is a car, but it is green.
We hear you, we understand. That's what I meant by the promotion, because the promotion dropped the rate. So
Thank you.
what we really want to know is when is the next promotion?
Okay,
That's what we want
Thanks
to
for
know,
the
right?
feedback.
So look out for that.
It's a car.
Because we need a promotion just for the green vehicles. Right? So we're going to get that. Okay? Anything else? Okay, this is a first. Yeah, we'll move on. Okay, so we're members. Yes, sir.
Just to clarify, this is a section for general questions? Or
No, this is a section for what you heard in terms of the accounting, the annual reports, and the presentations.
So there will be that section?
There will definitely be that section. Okay. Members forum open, we call it. Okay? Thank you. And we're coming back to the other three as well. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the floor was open. Thank you for your comments on the various matters. And we're going to take a vote now on accepting the auditor's reports. So this is motion for the approval of the auditor's reports, the financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2025, and the director's report. May I have a motion for that? Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I am Beverly Gustav, and I so move for that motion.
Beverly Gustav. Thank you, member. And could I have a second? Christine Rose seconds. All in favor? Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. Thank you very much. The next resolution for consideration is the election of directors. This is resolution number 2, and the following directors retire pursuant to Article 82 of the Articles of Incorporation, who, being eligible, offer themselves for re-election. These are Michael McAnuff-Jones and Mrs. Jeannie Robinson-Foster. I therefore propose a resolution for the re-election of the directors en bloc and ask a shareholder to approve the motion. So moved, sorry. Sonia Young. Thank you, Sonia. All in favor? Any against? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, the motion carries. Thank you very much. So may I have a motion for the re-election of the directors now, which we said was en bloc, and ask a shareholder to move for the re-election of those directors. Dennis Edmondson moves. Second? Nathania Gordon. Seconds. All in favor? Any against? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. The motion carries. Mr. Michael McAnuff-Jones and Ms. Jeannie Robinson-Foster are re-elected. Thank you very much. For consideration at this time is resolution number 3, and this is related to directors' remuneration. The amount of $25,245,000 included in the audited accounts of the company for the year ended December 31, 2025 as remuneration for their services as directors be and is hereby approved. May I ask a shareholder to approve the resolution presented? Nobody likes the directors? Resrush Burgesson proposes. A second? Sorry, say again? Troy Jack, seconds. Thank you very much. And I'm going to ask for all in favor? Any against? Any abstentions? Thank you. The motion carries, and the directors, thank you. Just for your own edification, ladies and gentlemen, in the annual report, you can see the attendance of all directors, their roles in the company, and the overall compensation that we just voted on. So please do check that out when you have a chance. So we now move to the next resolution, resolution number 4, for our consideration. This is the resolution for the appointment of auditors. KPMG retires as the company auditors, and the board wishes to express its sincere appreciation for the services provided over the years as auditors of the company. Through an extensive and competitive process, PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, was selected as potential auditors for 2026. It is proposed by the board that PricewaterhouseCoopers be appointed as auditors of the company and that the directors be authorized to fix their remuneration. May I have a motion for the approval of the appointment of PwC as auditors at a remuneration to be agreed with the directors? Motion? Natalie? Natalie moves. Second? Do I have a second? I can't see, the lights are so bright. Yes, ma'am. Beverly, okay. Yes, certainly. Sure. I can't, Beverly, can you access the mic? I can't hear so well. Because the lights are bright.
It's probably my age. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And I was asking, is there a reason for changing from KPMG to PricewaterhouseCoopers?
Excellent question.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you asked it.
Yes.
So, KPMG have been our auditors for 60 years. 60 years. 60 years. We've had a tremendous partnership and very good relationships. We took the decision a few years ago that we needed to ensure that all these kinds of relationships were put to competitive tender and bid from time to time, just to ensure that we are getting the best service and doing the right thing. So in the previous dispensation, we did a similar evaluation and tender, and KPMG won again. And that was, that could have been like 4 years ago? 4 or 5?
14 years ago.
Time flies. Okay, so recently we decided that we would run that evaluation again, and this time around, KPMG did a very good job on the tender, but PricewaterhouseCoopers won. And so to be faithful to our members, we selected PricewaterhouseCoopers. No hard feelings with KPMG. They're still our friends and business partners, but PwC is the recommendation for the best auditors for the business at this time. Does that answer your question, Beverly? Okay, so I can get a second from you? Is a second or a motion? A motion, right? A second. Okay, Beverly, thank you very much. So in light of that information, could I ask for all in favor on that resolution? Aye. Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. The motion carries. PricewaterhouseCoopers becomes our auditors for the 2026 annual year. Thank you very much. So I think that's all our resolutions. Kerry Gay? 4? Yes? Okay, brilliant. You guys did a great job. Move that along smoothly. So now, at this time, I invite you to bring to our attention any other matters which may be of concern to you. Please make your way to the microphone if you'd like to ask a question or make a comment. I'm going to take the first two that we got before, and then we can have some other answers. Thank you very much. The first question related to the wait time, right? And obviously you saw from the video that we are obviously working on making that better. We're striving all the time to make that better, but we do apologize for the experience that you've had, and we're going to give you more information on that. Who's giving it?
I don't have a question, but I do have an announcement. Good afternoon, everyone. We have located a set of keys in the foyer. If you have lost some car keys, please feel free to reach out to us at the front. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, wait time? Wait time. US dollar.
Yes, and I'll take both. So I'll take Mr. Jack and I'll take the wait time. So as you heard the AVP Sue mention, we do have the third option of our digital agents, essentially floor workers who are on the floor. So if you've selected and there's a particular transaction type from someone who's before you in the queue that goes over and you're pressed for time, you always have the option of speaking to someone and saying, listen, I really do have to go. I think if there was a question around cash, US cash at the ATM, we don't have that feature, as your head shaking is, we don't have that feature as yet. We took a decision, a business decision, a couple of years ago to put that project on hold and go with another one that was an enabler for several things that we want to do and see, like real-time balance upgrade and so on. So we had to do that first. We felt the demand for US cash at our ABMs just was not there as yet, but it's a project that could resurface. All right. So always, if you have a challenge, just speak with someone on the floor, ask for the manager, ask for the supervisor, outline that you have to go. We could reach out to you if it's something we can do as well when you leave. For Mr. Is it Jack? Okay. So you heard I mention about the DBJ facility, and that is for small, medium businesses that are challenged in terms of finding security or collateral. And sometimes that's what it boils down to. Small businesses tend to have some level of informality. You don't pass your proceeds through a bank account. You may not have really well documented contracts for selling your services, and so you may be challenged. If you come to us and we assess you to be viable, but we need collateral, DBJ will cover through partial guarantee up to 80% of your collateral needs, and as such we can lend you. The risk to our members is therefore reduced for you as a new business or a not so well-defined business with some risk that we probably are not willing to underwrite. So now is perhaps a good time to talk with us about what you want to do. Okay, thank you. Good.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, members.
Good evening.
I must congratulate. I'm happy. Tell you the truth. I'm happy.
Tell me.
That you were compliant with RFS in that where the auditors are concerned. Because I'm always have an issue by having that auditor for so many years. I'm very happy. Congratulations.
Thank you. No, we appreciate it because it's a part of our risk management. We take it very seriously. So there was a lot of work done by all members of our audit team and so on who are sitting amongst us. Mm-hmm. And so you should congratulate them, right, Colin?
Yeah.
Colin?
Congratulations.
Good job, right?
Secondly,
and Frederick did a great job on that as well. So,
secondly, now, I have a concern. Mm-hmm. I won't call the name of the branch, but I went into one of the branch, okay? And I had an issue. It was wealth management issue. And I had two intentions, but I mentioned one first. And then by mentioning that one first, I was sent online. And I was told, not just sent online, but I was told that there are only C persons. And I was really hurt that invest over $10 million. So I said, oh. So I said, if I have not invested $10 million, I can't see a person to speak with. I don't know where that system came from because I spread my wings, and it's the first I've ever been to an investment area and told that sort of stuff. So I don't know how it will be addressed or if it can be addressed.
Okay.
So
thank you for that. I'm going to note that and take two more and then,
sir.
right?
Thank
we
you.
Answer that, right? Yes? Who was next? Sorry, I lost track. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon,
everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir. I am really proud to see how VMBS Group is moving from strength to strength. But there's a little thing that's bothering me.
Okay, tell me your name first, though.
I'm Jacqueline Gordon.
Jackie Gordon, okay.
Yes. I just want to know why are the ABM machines are so limited? If you want to do a withdrawal at VM, you have to go to Arthurtree or downtown.
To do a withdrawal?
Yes. Are you are Ligani? Well, I didn't even know that one is in Ligani. So I was asking if you couldn't spread it a little more, like on the boulevard or so.
Yes. Okay.
Where?
All right, I've noted. We noted that one. We're going to
I don't,
answer it.
is there one on Boulevard? Oh.
Anyway, we're gonna answer it. We're gonna answer it, right? We're gonna answer it. We're gonna answer.
We're taking 3 at a time.
Yes, thank
3
you
questions.
for that.
All right,
Jackie.
thank you.
Next. Yes, sir.
Good evening. I'm asking this question out of pure curiosity.
Yes.
Does VM Group have any interest in Scotia Group?
Do we have an interest in Scotia Group?
Any interest?
We're always interested in our competitors.
Direct interest? You just.
But explain. Tell us why. Why would you say that?
It's just.
Any particular reason for asking that question?
I'm just curious because the BCIC. I'm just wondering.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Because I saw the BCIC presentation. I was just wondering.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Daniel Shaw.
Daniel. Okay. So you are interested in BCIC?
No, I'm just wondering if.
So
VM
BCIC
Group-
has no relationship to Scotia, right?
Okay.
I'm missing the point.
Okay, I'll take it as a no. I'll take it as a no.
Okay, all
Aside
right.
from that, I'm hearing a lot about credit cards, but for VMBS, when will there be a debit card that's also a MasterCard? It's easier, I'd imagine, for the average Jamaican to have access to a debit card as opposed to a credit card, and online purchases in general aren't going away anytime soon. So when will that happen?
Okay. All right, thank you. We'll answer that question. All right, thanks. Okay, that's it. Okay, first one was the wealth question. Yes, Rez, here's our CEO for VM Wealth Management and VM Investments Limited. He's at the microphone.
Quick response. I'm sorry you might have been misled, but we don't have a 10 million minimum, so I do apologize for that. No, we don't have a 10 million minimum at VM Wealth Management. So I just want to clarify, and after they have kind of closed, we can have a conversation. I just want to clarify. Thank you.
Okay. It sounded a little high to me because I didn't get that memo. I was gonna get thrown out. Yeah. Okay. The second one was about the ABMs.
Okay, so we have 35 ABM locations, about 50 machines. What we try to do is have representation with the machines in areas that we have our branches, and then in neighboring areas that we feel there's a commercially viable reason for placing them. What I will say is that we have over the last few years increased our machine count by an average of 5 machines per year. So in areas that we don't have, we're constantly looking for where to deploy more machines. And as such, you will find that if there's one in the boulevard, there may be 2 in short order. But we're always looking to place new machines, but there has to be a financial reason that makes sense. So the cost-benefit analysis has to work out, or we would not sit well with you when we come here. I want to make sure that we place machines where we can cover the cost and where they don't have to make money, but cover the cost. But we're always increasing the count. So thank you for that question.
So and members, although we encourage you to use our ABMs and they are free to our members, we are a part of a wider network, the Multilink network.
Yeah.
So you can access your account from all ABMs on the Multilink network. There is a cost.
That's 800 machines.
Right, that's 800 machines. So if you're not aware, we are a part of the Multilink network, so you can access your accounts from those machines, but there is a small cost.
Yeah, for a small fee.
Right. I hope that answers your question about the ABMs, yes. And the third question, sorry ma'am, coming to you, was about the debit card with the MasterCard.
So the international cards that you're referring to that allow you to shop online, or you access your accounts when you travel, can either be Visa branded or MasterCard. For the time being, we are in a relationship with Visa only. The MasterCard relationship will come later, right, Andrea? But we're done with Visa. And as I announced earlier, we are getting into the launch of that card in Q4 of this year. All right, so you will have your card in December, January, February of next year. All right? And that's for Mr. Online Shopper. All right. Good.
Right, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Beverly Gustav is my name.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm a very proud member for more than 40 years. All my children are
Thank
members
you
of
for
VM.
being a member for more than 40 years.
Yes.
We hope you continue for another 40.
Yes,
At
I
least.
hope so too, but that would be more than 100, so I don't think I'll go that far.
I don't believe you, member. You are a child. I don't believe you. Carry on, carry on.
So I would like to ask this question. I know it's a little late for me because I'm past the age of retirement. So my children, how do they start their pension account, especially for those who live abroad?
Yes.
As I said, they're all members of VM. They were members from children's stage.
Right.
So they're still members. So I'd just like to know how can they start their pension accounts. Thank you.
Beverly, you asked great questions. Thank you. We're going to answer that. Okay, anybody else? All right, well, we're taking two more. Anything online or? If not, yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name
Good
is
afternoon.
Gay Clunis. I'm just standing here to congratulate VMBS. Coming a very long way, because as Courtney would have known, even with my family, my mother, she was one of the first, although she's now deceased, who started VMBS. And she put all of her children, the 6 of us, we had to save with VMBS. So I'm just saying thanks so much. I remember when my son wanted his car, he went to VMBS and he got it. He was able to, the savings that he had. You know, you always, our children, you always commend them and say, you know, whatever small you get, put something in the bank and save. Although it's much harder now because cost of living is so high. But I am just here to say thank you so much, especially for the service at Halfway Tree, because I was there today. And even for Ricardo, the manager, he's really a people person.
Okay.
Right, and I must commend him because some time ago I had a client from England and I took her to the branch. And Ricardo, I think he was very busy, but there was a young man in the customer service. I don't know his name. I saw him today. And I had to say to Ricardo, boy, that young man, he really knows to deal with the public. Because I've been there and I realized that sometimes you have to wait long. I don't know why it's happening now. And you have also taken away the senior citizen. You know, there was a teller assigned to senior citizens. No, you have to get a ticket and go and sit down. No, you must all remember, when you reach senior, people don't have much time to sit down and wait.
Believe me.
It's not funny.
I'm not laughing. You smile here? I'm not laughing.
It's
Yes,
not funny.
right.
And I'm just saying it because there used to be a senior citizen teller, and you go in the branch and you sit down, and then you are next in line. No, you have to wait, go to this thing, put in your name, put in everything. How much senior you know about digital? How many of them know about digital? You have to come to the understanding that how many senior citizens know about even the use of a computer.
Yeah.
So my daughter here, thank God for her, when the computer started and my son, she said, Mommy, if you don't go and learn, you're going to be left out of the system. So even when I was working with the government and when the system came in, everybody frightened, Clunis, how you know about computer? I said, because my daughter, they warned me. And I went and took my money and learned about computer. So it's not many senior citizens really know about computer. So the VMBS have to put something in place to help us, the seniors.
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you, Mrs.
And that's
Clunis.
why I'm just saying thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and
Yes.
God bless you all. And continue what you're doing. Well done. God bless you.
Thank you. And thanks to your mother and your daughter. Multi-generational thanks, right? Because it's all working for us. We appreciate all of those memberships. So thank you. And that's number 2. We're gonna take a third one and then answer.
What is it that Victoria Mutual is doing? Why you can have an account that is dormant, and you can still go in the branch and it's dormant, and the other branch, all the other banks put your money into government, into the consolidated fund.
Yeah.
What is it that Victoria Mutual is doing that you need to let the other banks know about? Because sometimes...
No, we're not letting them know. We're not telling them.
No, but what is it that you are doing that the government don't come in on you, and so you have to give it? No, I'm really concerned because I remember when I went down Duke Street and the girl said to me, I had a US account for years. Yeah. That was for my daughter who was in law school. And when she said to me, Miss Clooney, she still have money in it. I said, what? It don't go into consolidated fund? She said, no, it's dormant, but you can reactivate it. So what it is that Victoria Mutual is doing that people can now go in and activate their accounts? God bless you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I've lost track. How much I gone? I gone 3? One more. Taking one more.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Chambers Green.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Sandra?
Sandra Chambers Green.
Okay. Yes?
Just a question. I've been having issues when I call the location of VM. Can you say what is put in place to improve the communication via telephones?
Okay.
It goes and goes and goes and goes and never picked up.
Yes.
And on one occasion I had to actually stop calling and physically go into the location. Can you say what is being done to improve that area?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Thank you very much for that question. And it's not that we mind seeing you in the branch. We want to see you, but obviously we have multiple channels and they should all work at the same time. All right. So we have 3 questions. Yes, we're going to do these 3 and then we're going to take the next set. Natalie, our CEO of VM Pensions.
Afternoon, everyone. Ms. Gustav? Okay, your question related to saving towards your retirement. So...
Overseas too.
Correct, your children saving towards their retirement. So we have several options available. And they can access this option using many portals. One, the group online onboarding portal that Courtney and Suzette spoke to in the video. They can also visit any one of our 16 locations across the island. So even though VM Pensions is only located in Kingston and Montego Bay, you can go to any VMBS location and a representative there will be able to assist you and refer your matter to us, and we'll be able to open that account for you. So we have a product that's already ready. In terms of the persons who are overseas, and Courtney spoke to a product that we have coming out. It's not yet ready, but in the interim, we have VM money transfer services, and so they can use that facility to do a direct banking transfer. That money will then go into their VMBS account. They can then set up a standing order for a transfer to be done automatically into a VM wealth management account where they can get some higher rates of return on their investments.
Thank you very much for that information. However, I did go in, my branch is at Halfway Tree, and they told my son who lives in Miami that he has to come in person. Understand? Okay. So I don't know. And also, I am a member of VM Wealth. And when I go to the Halfway Tree and I said, can I make a lodgement from this account to go to my VM Wealth? They said, no, I have to go to VM Wealth to do that lodgement. So no. I don't know.
You have 2 items there that don't sound quite right to me. The pensions issue is an in-person. She was saying you have to be in-person.
It doesn't have to be in person. It can be done via group online onboarding as well.
Okay, so
yes.
that may be that may be a training issue.
Right.
We need to sort that out because it can be done. You can call,
at
you
your
can go online,
convenience.
you can go to any other offices and get through to VM Pensions as a result of that. So we're going to fix that.
And also, Chairman, we may also come to you, dependent on where it is that you are. Yeah.
right? Remember? That sound okay, right?
I mean, that's awesome, but
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, for that clarification. And also the wealth one, Rez, in halfway tree, trying to make a...
Yes, trying to lodge to the
Can't be.
VM Wealth account, and they said, no, I cannot do that. I have to go to VM Wealth in New Kingston for that. But I'm almost 70. I can't go to New Kingston every day.
I understand. I understand.
Thank you.
Rez is going to answer.
Yeah, so we're not going to discuss our personal business, Chairman. I want to talk to her after. That's
Okay,
fine?
but just on a wide scale,
sure.
Can you use the branch network?
You can.
Right, that's-
Actually, we write checks many a times in VM Wealth, and it's changed.
So again, that may be a training issue on our part.
Miscommunication on our
So we need to clarify that, get that sorted in halfway tree, right? Right? Mrs. Clunis's favorite person, Ricardo. We're going to talk to him. Okay. Now the second issue was the wait times for seniors, right?
That's right. So seniors, Mrs. Clunis, they currently can get help to register at the kiosk. So that's one thing. So we'll do some training. That doesn't solve your problem as yet. Plus they also get preferred space in the queue once they're logged on. And QTrack also allows for them to register with special assistance required. All right? So those are three options to help, but I do hear your point, and I think I've sent a note to my team asking that although we have all these ways to help seniors, you have asked for something, so we'll take it away from here. You've asked for seniors to be given their own special area, so maybe after registering with the special assistance, we'll then move you to a special area to make sure you understand what's happening with you. All right? So we'll once you go in, ask questions, because we do have the channel ambassador, and say, register me with special assistance. Use my code language from this meeting. Register me with special assistance, and so you get expedited treatment. All right? Thank you. All right.
So members, it's not, as I said, it's not that we don't want to see in the branch, right? But we're offering multiple portals, multiple ways for convenience. So it's not you have to use one and not the other, right? That's the point, right?
Center.
The MEC, yes. Oh, let me just say about what was the other one?
The
dormant account.
Yeah.
So, as a building society, as a mutual building society, we have a particular approach to bank accounts, or accounts through our bank. Our reserve relationships are different with the Bank of Jamaica, and that's how we're able to do what we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
agreed.
And then the MEC.
That's right. So, and just to confirm that we are governed, in addition to the Banking Services Act, by the Building Societies Act, which then, doesn't require those deposits to be transferred after 15 years. Regarding the Member Engagement Center concern, Member Sandra Chambers, yes, we are aware of that. It's something that's tracked very closely. Our Chief Customer and Brand Officer, Judith, and Customer Experience Manager, Denise, pay very keen attention to that. As an executive team, we know that the number of abandoned calls is too high. And it's something that we have been working on. We actually are right now devising some new tools, some new approaches to improve that. It is better than it was before because we have put more team members in the Member Engagement Center. So we have seen those numbers improve, but it is not where we would want it to be, and therefore that's why calls are being abandoned right now. So we are working on it with some new tools that you should see some improvements in the months ahead. All right, thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. I have just two quick questions.
Yes, tell us your name first.
Lanzel Bloomfield.
Mr. Bloomfield, welcome.
Mr. Chairman, thank you, sir. Quite recently, you have sent out some notices concerning the phasing out of local checks. Can you give us some more information on the issue, what fees will be applied, and whether or not it will also affect foreign checks? And my next question is, the VM credit card for overseas use. can you say how much cash you will receive when you are overseas using this particular card? Thank you.
Depends on how much money you have in your account. Just joking. Okay. So, Paul, you're going to answer.
So, Mr. Bloomfield, let me take the first one. So, the check elimination project is something that all the depository and all the banks are working through. And the schedule will be published, sees us going from checks. And by the way, we process checks, we don't issue because, that's the one service, current account that we don't offer. But we go from $1 million and then we go down to 100,000. Ultimately, by 2020, it's gone. There's no fees associated. What we'll move to is that you'll be able to transfer monies rather than writing someone a check. You can use ACH, RTGS, and other modes of automated transfers. And the fees associated with those transfers will continue to apply. I mean, there are check processing charges now, but the need to move away from excess cash and paper is a long-term initiative of the government of Jamaica, the Bank of Jamaica, and the banks as we move towards looking like banks in more developed countries. And so the payments infrastructure in a few years will look and feel like you're in North America. It doesn't affect foreign checks. So to answer the second part of your question. All right? Good. And the credit card one, I guess we haven't determined if you have a credit card and you have a credit limit of $10,000, I suppose that is that 50%? My card service AVP is at 50%. But you could, there's several things around your own risk tolerance and and it's for a credit card. For your debit card, you'll be able to set there are default limits that we have for daily cash withdrawals, and that would be in local or foreign currency when we issue the international debit card. But some persons may have a higher threshold for losses, or they have higher transaction needs. And so you could come in and you could say, rather than giving me $1,000 a day US, I travel quite a bit, I have some need I need $2,000. And so you could be able to access $2,000 at Citi or Wells Fargo in the US, or whenever you travel in the UK and one of the banks there. But that will be your decision to take, right, for that kind of tolerance, all right? But that's for the international debit card and then for the credit card.
Why I raise the issue on the credit card?
Yes.
Because a particular banking institution that I had a card years ago, persons had the same card, travel overseas, had sufficient funds on the card, but they could only access $200 US from the Visa machine or the Visa, anywhere where the Visa logo. And they were put into a spot. So that is why I'm asking now what amount you can actually access when you're overseas using these cards.
Yeah, I can tell it's a combination of your limit set here and maybe what the machines overseas allow, or what types of machines. Because you do have some bank machines that will be more generous, and then you have some small vendor machines, some little places that may restrict you. I can't say what happened at the point. All I can say is that if you're traveling and you have cash needs, you may want to make sure that you set your account limits to be able to get monies when you're there. And then if you have a challenge when you're there, you can maybe try and figure it out as you go along. But you can determine from your bank what your daily cash withdrawal limit can be.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Member Perrin Smith. A lover of digital platforms, what is the outlook for VM with integrating things like your VML account with your online access, as well as real-time credit card transactions?
So when you say integrating with?
With a singular app,
single okay,
platform.
So, right, okay. Consolidating all your
Correct.
access into one. Yeah, single bank.
Yeah, excellent question. We know that is the next phase of our evolution. But right now, what we're doing is ensuring that we are consolidating the core systems that are in all the business lines, and then we will next move to integrate. So we think that we are currently assessing our platforms with a view to determining the best solution to bring that type of integration. We expect to be able to make a decision on that by early next year, and then we'll be able to update on the timetable.
Okay, so the decision making is early next year, so that should be a second quarter, third quarter next year.
But that's not implementation.
Okay.
That's a decision about how we'll go about executing on it. All right? And which solutions we will use.
Okay.
So I'm just asking for your patience in that regard. Okay, thanks. Good.
The real-time payment?
Yeah.
Real-time general.
Real-time credit card. You're asking about a real-time credit card, real-time payment as well?
Well, not necessarily, but the ease of access.
Oh,
the ease of access.
Ease of access.
And I do know that I have made this recommendation already, but would love to see it. I think it's a very simple fix. I think that in your payment portal, I think that VM should be one of the first names you see in the list of bill payment transactions, whether it is your credit card, your mortgage, any of these things. You have it sorted as alphabetical
right.
order, and these very far.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you for that suggestion, member. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, members. I just wish to add my bit of congratulations to VMBS for the work that you're doing. My name is Sonia Young. And
Thank you, Sonia.
also want to concur with what Gay Clunis has said, because I remember going into the bank and I had to leave because I was also on haste, and I heard that there was no seating for seniors anymore. Although I might look young, I'm a senior.
I thought you were asking for your mother. That's what I thought. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm a senior. So I'm happy that you will look at reviewing that for us seniors.
All right, thank you for that
very
suggestion.
much.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Last one.
Last but not
I want
least.
to make sure everybody gets home before dark.
All
So,
right.
you know.
All right. Dennis Edmondson.
Yes, sir.
All right, so this has to do with credit cards.
You have to lift it. Yeah. Thank you, Dennis.
All right, so my question has to do with your credit card, the way it is processed. They say it's online. So you go online and you do everything, and it comes to the part now where there's some electronic signing. So I have a challenge with the electronic signing. So I came into the branch. They said, you have to do it online. So I'm still without a credit card. So how can we,
The issue of electronic signing be resolved?
Yes, for seniors who maybe not have those access to. Might just have a.
So you're drawing the senior card too? That's what you're doing? Okay, all right. Electronic signatures for the for the completion of the documentation. Andrew? Yeah, man. Just use it. Andrew.
Afternoon, member.
Afternoon.
Yes, so you can apply online. The electronic signature is accepted on the online portal. There's also a paper-based application as well.
So you can sign it and upload it. You can. No, but you said a paper-based.
There is as
How do you
well.
submit the
There's
paper-based?
That is where you go into the branch. If
Right.
you're doing
Okay.
a
So you
paper-based,
bring the
but you do
paper-based
have the
application,
online, yes.
but you also can sign online, member.
Yes, I came into the branch because I'm having the issue, but the person sent me back and said, you have to go online. So that was it.
Again is probably a miscommunication.
Okay,
and
again,
training.
thank you for that, because what should happen is that they should give you the paper-based application.
You can complete.
You're going to have to do it over, but unfortunately, but
Yeah.
yeah. Which branch is this? Duke Street? Duke Street. Noted. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, great. So I think we are at the end of our Q&A. I hope that we've addressed all of your questions. Of course, if you have any more, feel free to engage with us after we've come to the conclusion of our formal ceremony here, our formal event. There are a number of team members in the audience. You'll see them with these pins. Directors also are fair game. Please tackle them at as much as you'd like. And we have a kiosk over there ready to welcome you. Yes. Okay. And let's see. I think I have our notice before we go. Right. Before we go, I'd like to just acknowledge one of our stalwart team members who is retiring before the next AGM. She'll retire in August, and that's our head of customer and brand, Judith Forth Blake. Judith, please stand. Don't be like that. And wave. Judith has been with us for 10 years and done a fantastic job. I mean, you know, all of this was the brainchild of Judith, the rebranding. And we fought her tooth and nail. Just kidding, just kidding. But yes, but Judith has been a great servant of VM, and we thank her and wish her all the best in her retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, we have addressed all the items on the agenda. I therefore move for termination of this annual general meeting of the VM Group Limited. Could I have a motion to terminate? Yes, okay, thank you very much. Second? Beverly Gustav. Okay, Beverly, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to ask for a vote. The motion carries. Thank you again for joining us today. We look forward to being with you in this way next year, where we will no doubt be discussing even more stories of wins and transformations. Good evening to you all. Yeah.